12 handicap, looking to work on the takeaway as it feels a bit awkward and can produce a fade from left to right with these longer clubs. So back to your setup, I'd first start by trying to get that right hand to rotate over the top of the grip a little bit more, getting it more down in the fingers and exposing less of the physical grip visible from this face on view. Now that's not necessarily a draw biased position, but it may allow you to flatten out that wrist angles and square the face up at the top. Also, shortening up that trail thumb as an extended thumb can cause you to cast or throw that club a bit early up from the top. So back to your setup for one more quick thing. As your stance is rather narrow, I'd try to widen out both feet a little bit more and effectively playing that ball slightly more back in the stance. Flaring out the left toe will also increase your turn because the pigeon-footed position you're in now can hinder how much rotation you get through that strike. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but back to your takeaway for a quick minute. It is rather shallow and around the body without much shoulder tilt. As you can see your head peeking over your left shoulder here. From your takeaway, once you get that setup change done, try to work your left shoulder more downward with tilt because that can give your arms more width and extension away from your body as you do that and not really force you to feel as tight with your top position as well. Lastly, your downswing is very upper body oriented. You managed to get that shaft leaning forward, but given the wrist angles and face position, you might just be leaving it open and hitting that big block. Now that follow through does look like you're jammed up as well, and that's because the hips have not become the engine of the swing. You're at the top of the backswing, you're really forcing down with your arms and upper body, trying to clear and create space, but that narrow stance does not let your hips turn through. The more rotation you get in that lower body, the less jammed up you'll be with the arms, and you'll be able to extend out a lot more in the follow through because I feel that would be more awkward than your takeaway. So good luck with those changes. Sendaswing.com.